Mr. Powers, you'll notice that all of the sharks have laser beams attached to their heads. I figure every creature deserves a warm meal.
Right, so once again, trigger warning. This game does deal with I did get it, I did. This game does deal with suicide, drug abuse, and stalking. My dirty little secrets. Read on to move on. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, over dramatic much. Knowing Brian Karma as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. No, that's fair. That's fair, Sir Corky. 3 years have passed, and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him too. Heart SB. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I'll always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I know B liked me too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too little credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? Ooh. Yes or no? I did. Maybe I forgot to hit update. Yes or no? Shall we go with yes or no? Yeah, you might need to refresh. So, first answer was yes. What? Oh, I need to pick up the pencil. I will explain the story at the end for anyone that doesn't get it. Who am I kidding? It's B we're talking about. We didn't have the most perfect relationship, but he won't just dump his memory of me down the toilet or something. He's too much of a nice guy for that. And don't forget cute. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him. Enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. Used to be my favourite place, naturally because it was B's favourite place to begin with. If there are two things that were too good for Rosen Peaks, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Colmer. 5 stars. Things were so much easier back then. B could just go hey, and I would be like hey, nothing but hanging out. Apparently I'm an owl. Nothing but hanging out after that, and with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Okay. Using my owl neck to look around. Wait, did I press the wrong button there? Will he say hey to me? Hello? Yo, Reg, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Okay, just... Thank you for the shout out, babe.
See,
Welcome in, Reg. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How did your games of Fortnite go?
Why did you do that?
Did time already ruin our moments? I just wanted to say hello every time I called him. But what I want to do and can do are two different things as always.
Forgot to do that earlier.
It's shout outception. I'm getting a shout out in a clip of a shout out. Oh no. That's not good, Reg. If the stream goes on long enough, I am thinking of doing a bit of Fortnite in this, but I'm not sure if you need to work in the morning. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too, in a way, though. I imagined him eagerly waiting to hear something other than my breath. Tomorrow night, I'll be up for that. Can I? Huh. Huh. Oh. Okay. August 21st, 2006. That as a debut outfit? I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new school, and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Wayrite Academy. I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. You're going horror? What are you going horror? Yeah, I'm going to finish this game, Kim. It's about an hour and a half long. What horror games you going for, Reg? First day of new school and the new girl in... Oh, right, I've read that. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging by the whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Wayrite even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempting to socialise with people who call me City Girl. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all this chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten. But this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos for Mum for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot to call her. Love you later, diary. My only true friend. Love, Sam. I just noticed the drawing in the book. Ooh, Outlast would be good. I definitely want to be there for that, so let us know when you do play it. Sorry to hear your back's hurting, babe. I wish I could sneak into people's mind. Look beyond their eyes just by staring. If I had the power, I would never stop looking through B's window. A little creepy there. Huh. Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it's as clear as the moment he left. I'm not going to break your back, babe. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. Stranger, friend, someone special. Bloodstain? Yeah, life in Rosen was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lasley's poetry practices. Even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lasley always told us, poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his sprint can soar, first he must answer the door. Knock, knock. Do I answer? The hell? It's tiles. There's no one out there though. Oh. There's another note. Stacy is a classic. FY? Oh, right, hold on. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favourite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, trigger an obvious backbite. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mum called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city. I really feel guilty for leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get yourself together. It's not for you, for Mum. Hey. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. The doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him but couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint, something behind his bright smile. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side. Never, ever. Hi. Hi. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. Yeah. My first Rosen Peaks weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery horror genre. Lush forest, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just going to leave those POI on my to-do list, which is already filled with crazy amounts of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from the school as possible after class, to escape from choking on the pressure that teachers give them. Even on weekends, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride. Ooh woo. And others make the use of the power of public transportation. I'm probably sure that's not how you meant to read it, but I did anyway. To get to the more crowded part of town. It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for the weekend plan, I'll just improvise in the morning. Write you later, love, Sam. B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he wasn't. He was always being pushed. But he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. B was the best quarterback Wayrite could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. Oh, matron. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped relentlessly into my brain with every heartbeat.
Do some sketchy shit.
It gave me a bad headache, a good kind of bad headache. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that hey, all those headaches went away. All those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain and let only the good things stay. Hey. Hi, hi, hey, hi, hi.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, there's another letter there. August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, Wayrite intellectuals are not interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library today and two things surprised me. The place was much bigger than the one in my old high school. Someone could get lost in here. I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library. Maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the books showed little sign of human touch. Now I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Lasley's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy is ever thinking of picking a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoos all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she dependent on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy. Brian, was it? So, yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. We too cool for books. I only have two. But thank you. Open those eyes. No need for words. The sweetest love song those eyes utter. So turn around and sing for me. Oh. 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 Let's just turn on these lights. Please. Please turn on the lights. The bloody hell was that? Where do I put the stick? In the fridge? Up here? Yes, up there. For some reason. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend's bud wandering around in the school library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Lasley's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. Master has given Dobby his stick. Dobby is a dumbass. A jock in the library. Now I've seen everything. Woe is me. I hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me a sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. W. Nope. Excuse me? Excuse me? Thank you. I miss him, even when I'm with him. I see him, even when he's not looking. I never skip like... I have to get up, don't I? Oh. Oh no. Oh, I didn't like that. Did I get it? I'm guessing so. I don't know if I got it. Oh, yes. It was Mr. Kane's 9th psychology class. He still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time he gave each of us a sheet of paper and made us write down some of our own personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself that I could hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others would agree with each of them. He called it re-engaging the perspective towards oneself. Blah blah, wow. Like I really needed to re-evaluate my stupid self. But it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me right now. When the papers were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kinda smiled at me. It's 11 PM now, why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of the class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain probably wants an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Get out of my brain! Oh, shit! Fuck. Oh. As the time we spent together grew longer, one question kept on growing with it. What does the me in B's eyes look like? Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to? I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to even hear it. Alright. I'm going to answer these. I'm sure you all know I overthink a lot. I hope you'd think I'm pretty honest. No. I hope not anyway. No, I'd never betray anyone. I am very impulsive. I am very impulsive. Depends what the responsibility is. Am I a fucking freak? Yes. That turned to blood. Okay. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time to get this stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think about were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started. Because boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. Okay. What I did it for B. All of them. Because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things I'd done for him. I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poem-ish life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as B does. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it. And I think it's good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world, where I placed my heart at everywhere you loved. Let's go back. No. Ah. Ah. Oh, oh. Turns out the lake does have a history of having dead body in it. Having a dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard breeding when Brian appeared out of nowhere again. He said, "Hey." He said, "Hey," and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he's never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered to give me a tour of the town. He does. He very much does. 10 minutes later, we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world famous pancakes, says Brian. There is also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place. Unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs a restock. I found my own POI, a bookstore. It's weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste what that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Who? Music. That's what Moo Moo listens to. Out of the window I could see a weird gigantic hill that was visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that it's his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Colton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? Right. So, I place my hearts everywhere you love. Right, so I'm guessing Joe's Diner. Donut shop. And Colton Hill. No, it just felt like a dream. I miss Morning Dew bakeries. B never shuts up about his donuts. So tasty. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savour. I want a donut now. But just like a donut had an expiration date, it turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. That timing was chef's kiss. I need it. I need to eat it up. Let me guess. Yep. It's a donut straight out of The Simpsons. Yeah, miss its warmth. Oh. What the hell? No, no. That was a heart. That was a heart. No. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too if only Kyle wasn't an assload of douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Oh. Call me old-fashioned, but I think he should go to a hospital and get his ego checked out because it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone, other than giving me a creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian... They do say we sometimes become friends with those who are the opposite ends, so maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Being the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. Sigh. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from drama, but when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on, and just shove it under my bed like the pictures I took today. Yeah, the donut's a little knackered. Guessing I don't need the photos I took. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him, just so we could chat, but I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say hello. That was as far as our late night phone call chit-chat could go. Hey, Prev. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. He is alive. He's just got out from under the bed over there. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Sam and Brian, S&B, Sam, Brian. Sam, Brian, S&B, Sam, Brian. Nope. Apparently my phone's dead. Finish what you started. Oh, Jesus! Fuck. Hey, Luna, how are you? Oh. It's a going. It's a going. Did I die? I hate it here. It's FTS. Kim. Am I doing it too fast or something?
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh, I'm boned. Oh, do I have to do all of them again? Fucking seriously. Does a little, yeah. What? Can I? No, I can't shut the window. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus! Sam, meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me. Brian. What the fuck was that? Due date for Miss Leslie's book report is right around the corner. I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because all those girls around him, so she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can't finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his work. And I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it's safe to say I'm part of the bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for my own personal reasons, right? Yeah, neither do I. If I hadn't seen Jack play it before, I probably wouldn't have even looked at it. I wanted to read Brian like a book, peep into his beautiful head. Fill it with desires I had to secretly incubate. You. Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Please don't look away, please don't look away, please don't look away. Oh, she's pulling the mouse. Stop. Stop, you spooky bitch. No, stop. Stop. I'm running out of room for my mouse. Oh. Hush! Bitch. No, 7, it's just Prev's looking out for me. It's fine. Stacey invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacey would love showing off how tolerant she can be. I prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sort of rude not to be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do was show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacey made when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off. I managed to strike up a conversation with Brian, and I'm eager hanging out with an alpha. Kyle would be busy comforting Stacey, fuming about how I mess up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? It's fine. It's fine. It's in the past. Don't worry about it. Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew. I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point when the stench is still there? I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. I still could have some peace with Brian despite all this shit I had to deal with. Brian was super likeable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles they gave him made me want to puke. Thank you so much for the sub, King Reaps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Babe, can I get a shout out for King Reaps, please? Thank you very much. You have officially added 10 minutes to the timer.
It's gonna say your name and everything.
Oh yeah, bitches.
Thank you so much, King Reaps, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Extra 50 minutes added. Wow. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, man. The smiles made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationship with Brian means much more than the one I have with B. And yet, I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peak. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admissions like a spotless student record. Did you die? Did you die? He can't just shake up my whole world and leave. Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life, police say. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Waywright Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. I'm not 100% sure. I think most people in the chat have a sub already. I'm pretty sure almost everyone has one. Someone left their vibrator on in there. Sorry. Sam Holt, oh, I need to... Right, I will go read that again in a sec. My bot does not need a sub. Right, can I read that again, please? Right. Sam Holt, a transfer student at Wainwright Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation on Miss Holt's death face a few challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members Thank you for the gifted sub to my bot. Much appreciated, King Reaps. And another 10 minutes on the timer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I believe we are actually... I can't pull it up at the moment because I can't tab out of this game. But I believe we're actually either just hit or on... or close to the 20 sub goal. Which was... what was the 21, babe? Can you check in the... Can you check in the Discord for us? So currently we have on Saturday I'm going to be doing a short stream where I put on makeup for hitting 10 subs. 20 subs I'm just waiting for. Oh no. Oof. Ouch. I'll just wait for Paige, babe, to check the Discord for us. See what, because I can't for the life of me remember. A VR horror stream, which I'll do a vote in my Discord. I can't tab out the game. It crashes it if I tab out. But yes, I am. That's why you love me. It's probably not. However, interviews with school faculty members and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff at Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, said one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as a tipping point for her. Rosen Peak police said the fool did not kill Sam instantly. It is thought she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wainwright Academy now faces suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of... You can't just shake up my whole world and leave. That broken neck bit is in